Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
Welcome, Warriors, to Movie Madness, Episode 8. I think it's now in the books. To be honest, I'm very forgetful. A lot to talk about in this episode. First, let's get started with some realness. You want some real talk? I'm here to give it to you. Madness is just not in my name. It's a diagnosis. That's what you get with Mad Max movie talk. Carrie Fisher was an inspiration on and off film because she was willing to talk about her issues. No long on this, but I will admit the truth. Be some BS bullied, or I once had a scary thought about myself PSA from some beautiful people, YouTubers. This is some real stuff, a real thing. If you know my saying, if you wait, it's too late, it goes across the board. That's a recommendation for life. So I'm going to provide a link down below of where you can reach out. And it doesn't mean that I'm suicidal or you're suicidal. I'm just saying if you're having some issues yourself, reach out to the National Health Hotline, and I will provide it down below. Seriously, because all this war on the internet ruins lives. The most important thing I could say in this episode, if you want to see the reality of someone, and take this from a madman, a man on the internet that wears a mask of madness. If you get too mad, reach out to someone. Too down, reach out to someone. If you wait, it's too late. If you want to see the reality of a situation, go look at my video where I attacked Jeremy last week. I missed a few days of my medicine, honestly. And then go look at the video where I asked for the Fandom united and for fans coming together. That's where I got some things straight, and I'm gonna try to manage my time better so I don't go off the deep end. Something that's very important for me, and where I'm planning. The reason I'm reaching out to people I never have before is because if I call out the High Council and the Fandom Menace for spinning their wheels and just having Tico tantrums all over the internet, then I need to put some bite with all my bark as well. I need to have conversations with different people, have new ideas, and try to make something more positive. So I don't agree with everything that the Fandom Collective is doing, but we compromised, and the Warcott that will benefit charity and YouTubers that are fans, small and large, sounds great to me. All this war on the internet with Tico tantrums, and that includes Jeremy having a Tico tantrum everywhere, it's not worth it after a certain point. It is just spinning your wheels. I don't want to point out the dumpster fire, and someone else already did that. Thanks, Jeff. And I'll get to Jeff in a moment, because something happened this week that was amazing, that got me more excited about the future of what this movement is doing on the internet than anything in the last year. Point out the dumpster fire, smash the dumpster fire. And with all the war, we need counseling. Counseling, sure. We need to talk to people. Don't just shout at each other. Maybe soften the bark so your bite has more impact. If you disperse red pills in an echo chamber, what happens? Lie on yourself and don't make any change. That's what happens. If you keep, I'm dropping truth bombs. The red pill, I'm red pilling. You don't red pill people that are in your echo chamber. You red pill people by softening your bark and keeping the conversation going. This is my ad for the War Council. And you know what? I think flipped out. You know what I'm flipped out about? Is the state of Star Wars fandom. And every side is just spinning their wheels. But the War Council is going to stop that. I told you, my warriors, I'll never charge you for a super chat. So in this video, I'm going to pick the top 5 super chats to go on to the council. And don't hold back. I'm talking gloves off super chats. Make them good ones, because I know a lot of you are questioning why I'm going on to a Fandom Menace. I'm going to say it. I'm sorry, Black Angus. I'm sorry, the Fandom Collective. Some of them think you're Fandom Menace fanboys. You want to get real? Let's get real! Even though I don't do live streams, I'm going to hop to each channel of the Fandom Collective. First is my beef with Black Angus. So that's what we're going to do tonight. And then, I hope the next episode 2 of the War Council, I'll go to my big pal, Flipped Out, because he really helped me through some depressing times when I saw what was happening at Star Wars Celebration. He's the one that still talked to me. He's the one that gave me hope. And getting to hope, that's what this movement is going to be. And I'm going to talk to them on the War Council. I want the Fandom Collective to be bigger than the Fandom Menace. That's a tall order. It probably won't happen, but that's what I'm hoping for, and that's why I'm teaming up with them. Because Unite the Fandom sounds a heck of a lot better than t-shirts. Cancel the soy apocalypse! Don't show up in a t-shirt on day 1 wearing a soy shirt. Unbelievable. The rise of soy! No, that's not what I'm about. I also want to talk about the old guard and the new guard here on YouTube. Listen, there's movements on YouTube. If you were a YouTuber 8 years ago, you would be a shill too. If you're starting YouTube now to talk about movies, you're against shills. It's the trendy thing to do. Now, what should we do? Should we call out shills and say they should lose their jobs? No. It's the system in place. I never had issues with them doing it. It's that my issue with Shilling is that they claim it doesn't exist. If the Harloff situation proved anything, it's that it definitely exists. And you know what? Disney pulled their access paycheck to Collider. And it's because of Mark Fernandez's Rule of Two show and Kristian Harloff admitting that he's not happy with The Last Jedi. That's why their check got pulled. So, should we point and laugh at Harloff? You should laugh at everyone in this madness in this game, honestly. But he deserves redemption. And so does Jeremy. Even though I can't stand him, I'll never unsub him. I sub for life. Everyone deserves redemption except Kylo. Collider Live, hashtag that's the show. They deserve our respect because they're operating within the established situation of movie talk. People need jobs. I'm not against people having jobs in this fandom. I'm just against them admitting where they have shilling. And they're shilling on both sides, believe it. The High Council is just as guilty for shilling for their own selves as Collider and Campia are. And Jeremy? Yes, even Campia takes free viewer questions. He includes it in open mic. He doesn't just only do super chats and then delete another video just to answer your question on that. Because you know what? YouTuber explained. Get your super chats in. And yes, half this video was a PSA for mental health. Take it from a madman! That series is called Movie Madness. Don't wait. It's too late if you wait. Don't wait! Fernandez. The only other live show I want to go on is Rule of Two. Because I really like what you started there. Rule of Two and Kristian Harloff is the only reason I still watch Collider. 100%. The only two shows I want to go on ever is the War Council with the Fandom Collective channel hopping, because that helps everyone, and Rule of Two. Now, if he'll have me, that's very doubtful. But when we bring the positivity, that might help. Maybe they'll honor this madman's request. And Jeremy, I think in his live stream he was saying, I'm just a man in a pool house. Then why do I have to go through a paywall to talk to you? Maybe not anymore, but I used to. Don't forget your super chats, and I want the tough stuff. I want real talk. Give me top 5 things you want me to say, and topics you want to cover in the First War Council. We all need counseling from this gangsta shit. Ain't that the truth? Oh yeah, I forgot that. You need to go and show your support for Black Angus, even if you disagree with him, for still keeping the conversation going and hosting the First War Council. So go check him out, say hi, and say, when are we going to start this, Angus? When are we going to squash this beef? When is the First War Council episode starting? Go over, check him out now, and get your super chats in. I'll see you there.
So thank you everyone for watching this video. I do appreciate your time. I do appreciate you sticking with me. If you don't mind, please share this video. Please like this video and help get as many eyes and ears on this video.